Hello everyone, my name is Ranjan. So I'm back again here with part 3 of the series 76 jQuery library methods to make your jQuery Pro. So in this particular video we will be talking about show, hide and toggle method. So if I go back to my methods, so as you can see that in this video we have show, hide and element. So in this particular video I'll be talking about show method, hide method and the toggle method. So let's move to code and let me bring up my script tag. Script. Okay. So to demonstrate this, I'll take a div tag. Div class is equal to box. So this is the div tag. And if I add styling, so this was part 2. Let me close this one. Okay. So for this class box, I'll be adding the CSS dot box width something 300 pixel, height 300 pixel, and background color, let's say I'm taking hash double a 000. So this is a dark red color. So if I save this and if I go back to my browser and if I refresh the page, so you can see that I now have a div tag of 300 pixel width and height and the background color. And also I will be adding a button. The value will be hide button. So let's see the hide method first, and I'll give it a class of hide. So what I want is let's just look at the browser. So I have a hide button, and when I click on this hide button I want to hide this div tag from the web page. So let's do that. To do that I'll come back to my jQuery. So dollar document dot ready function. Yeah. So I mean there's one more point. Instead of every time adding document.ready function, what I can do is I can write that in a short form, which can be dollar function. That's it. So this is the short form of dollar document.ready function, and you can replace that with this one, this statement, and this will work absolutely fine. So inside dollar function I'll take the selector which is the button. On click of this button I want to hide the box, so let's say hide button. So I'll take a selector dollar dot hide dot click function, and on click of this what I want is dollar dot box, which is our div tag, dot hide. I am simply going to hide the div tag. So dollar function, and inside dollar function dollar dot hide dot click function I've added dollar dot box dot hide. So let's see how it works. So if I go back to my browser, if I refresh this web page, and as you can see that we have the div tag div class is equal to box, and if I click hide, so what it will do is it will add a style of display as none. So that element is there on the DOM, but it has been hidden now, display as none. So I don't have a way to if I click again hide, so I don't have a way to bring that back again. So obviously we'll be using another method, which is the show method. So if I want to show the same div tag again, show, so I've added another div tag with a class of show, and if I copy and paste this code, instead of hide I have show, and hide I have show. Show.click function box.show. So if I go back to my browser, if I refresh, so we now have a show button. So if I click on hide, it will hide, display as none, as you can see in the DOM. And if I click on show, so it will show. So as you can see that display none have been removed by the jQuery. So the element is back on the web page. So hide and show. So to hide and show, we have two different buttons. So let's say we want to do that with a single button. Let's say you want a switch and when you click on that switch you want to hide it, and if you click that again you want to show it. So it's called toggling. So like the method, we have the toggle method. So to do that again, I'll take another button. Instead of show, I'll name it as toggle, toggle, and on click on this, okay, I'll just copy and paste again. Instead of show, toggle, box dot toggle. Simple. So if I go back and refresh the web page, so I again have a button toggle. So if I click on this, you can see that display none have been added, the element have been removed. And if I again click on toggle, so the same button will check whether the element have a CSS property of display none, so it will bring back that element by removing that property from the div tag. So toggling works simple. So let's say if I toggle and if I bring back and if I click on hide button, it will hide, or if I show and then again click on toggle, so it will hide. So toggle means whatever the current state of the element is, it will reverse the state, display none to block, which is the default for div, and if it is already display as block, then it will turn it to display as none. As simple as that. So yeah, so these are the three methods that you can actually use to show, hide an element from the web page. So let's say to demonstrate another thing, let's say I comment out these buttons from the web page. So I only have the toggle button and the box. So let me just comment out this particular code. This I have commented out, and so I just have a single method toggle and box.toggle. And if I refresh the web page, so we have a single button toggle and the div tag. So since the div tag is already visible here, so if I click toggle, what it will do is it will check the state, it is visible, so it will hide it. And if it is hidden, if I toggle, it will come back again. So if I want to do that in a different way, let's say by when I first time enter the web page, so I do not want to show anything on the web page. So what we can do is I do not want to display this div tag. So in my CSS, what I can do is the box. So what I'll do is I'll add display as none. So by default, we do not want to show this div tag on the web page. So if I go back to my web page again and if I refresh, so that div tag is not available since we have added a styling of display as none. So now again the toggle button will work magically, and it will check that since the element is already have a display none property, so if I toggle, so it will bring back that div tag on the web page. So you can see display block as in inline style has overwritten the display as none. So it work both ways. You want to bring back or you want to hide, it will work. So always remember to use the display property, display as none. Fine, great. So there's one more thing. Let's say I want to show and hide this div tag using toggle by using an animation. So what I want to do is I want to animate this div tag to show and hide, not like switching on and off at one instant. So we can also add animation to the toggle. So in the toggle method, if I use toggle slow, so I want to toggle the box element, but I want to do that slowly. So jQuery provides us a string slow and fast, so you can directly write here in English slow or fast. So if I write slow and if I go back to my web page and if I toggle again, so you can see it animated the div tag, and if I toggle again, it will animate again. So toggle always do this animation from the top left side by default. So if I toggle, so it will always animate from the top left side of the element. So which is the default way that we go through left to right. So it will go from top left. So top left animation. So what if I change the slow to fast? So if I write fast, if I refresh, so you can see it will do that very quick, very fast. show and hide. Okay, or if you want to customize this further, what you can do is, instead of passing the string, you can pass something, a time in milliseconds. So let's see, if I pass 3000 milliseconds, which is equivalent to 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So if I do this, and if I go back to my web page, refresh, toggle, so it will take 3 seconds to completely show this div tag and 3 seconds to completely hide this div tag. If I click that again, so you can play around with this timer, and you can pass whatever you feel like or as per your requirement, and you can do the animations. And obviously these animations do work with these methods too, hide and show. So if I bring back my commented code, so I bring back, and in the hide method, if I pass 1 second, and inside the show method, if I pass 2 seconds, then it is 100% going to work. So if I refresh again, show, it will take 2 seconds to show, and hide, it will take 1 second to hide, or toggle, so it will take 3 seconds to toggle. So you can play around with these things. So this is it, guys, for this tutorial, and I think the three methods are, I mean, very simple and straightforward, so they should be very quick to grasp. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next tutorial, which is again showing and hiding an element with some different animations, fade in, fade out, fade toggle, and other things. So I'll demonstrate this in the next tutorial. So I'll see you in part 4. Thank you, guys.